We've had a little more than a week to digest all the turkey, all the dressing, the green bean casserole, and also everything that happened with Survivor Series weekend. It was a pay-per-view that had twists and turns, including NXT doing something nobody thought was going to happen. They actually won the pay-per-view. But something didn't seem right. More like the aftermath. Rant mode on. Alright, so what happens is NXT wins Survivor Series. Now this should, boys and girls, be a huge monumental thing in the fact that a brand that is looked at as the minor leagues of WWE kicked the crap out of both Raw and SmackDown. NXT, the place where the indie darlings of the world come to make a name for themselves and, I've never heard of this guy, but everybody else in the entire world, unless you're just a hiding under a rock WWE guy, knows about Keith Lee, Adam Cole, etc., etc. But what happens after the pay-per-view? NXT wins. Should be this massive shakeup amongst all things. But it's not. Nothing happens. All that happens is Seth Rollins comes out on Monday Night Raw crying like the 5-year-old little brat that he is, saying about how Raw sucks, and that's about it. Nothing else happened. That's it. Nothing else. So let me ask you one very important question. What in the bloody heck was the point of all this? What was the point of getting me and every other wrestling fan in the entire world worked up over this that has been a ride or die of the black and gold brand since day freaking one? And nothing happened. There were no ramifications set all over the WWE universe. There were no authority figures, no McMahons coming out reading the riot act to Raw and SmackDown. There were no corporate execs from either the USA Network or Fox griping and complaining and chastising the roster because they lost to the developmental guys. Nothing happened. There was no venting, no anger because their $1 million investments lost to the show they got fed as an afterthought to compete with AEW Dynamite. The problem is that's the only good show on TV right now is what they're putting out on Wednesday nights and Dynamite. So when the dust settled and the smoke cleared, you're now looking at how one of the big four of the pay-per-views is now a complete waste of time. One of life's most precious commodities. No storyline was created. No advancement. Literally, it became a throwaway. It was the NBA All-Star Game. It was any All-Star Game, period. It was just a showcase of talent. It didn't matter. That's more insulting than anything else. I take that back. The only thing more insulting was dang it, we just had to get Roman Reigns over with his Superman punch and his spear, didn't we? We got Keith Lee in the ring, 350-pound monster that can do moonsaults and leapfrog over guys like his name's Ricochet, but dang it, Roman's got to get that spear in, doesn't he? The problem is this. For not the first time, but this is probably the most explicit time in the last 5 to 8 years that Vincent Kennedy McMahon himself has cut the legs off of his own storyline. Literally watched it bleed out and die and get set on fire like it was Anakin Skywalker at the end of episode 3. Speaking of Star Wars, this is literally like making us watch all of the Star Wars movies, including episode 1 and 2, which were outright garbage, and not giving us the rise of Skywalker. This is like watching all of the Marvel movies, and we get to Infinity War. The snap happens, and that's it. That's how the whole thing ends. Come on. It's about time that the people writing Raw and SmackDown stop wasting everybody's time and give us some coherent product and not something that was either written on some 5-day tequila bender or during a fever dream. Because I got news for you. What's happening on Wednesday night, again, is the only thing worth watching. Pick one show, watch it live, DVR the other one, watch it immediately after. Because what you're getting on Raw and what you're getting on SmackDown is an outright load of crap. Appreciate you guys listening. Don't forget to email the show, wrestlingwithegos@gmail.com. You can check out the Google repository at bit.ly/withegos. You can hit up RJ on Twitter at RJEman with 2 N's. Brian is at bcrego15. And yours truly, shocker here, Rant Mode on. Until next time, my name is Patrick Swafford. Rant Mode off.